Collectible and classic cars from the past century increase in value year by year. Sometimes, their cost can reach tens of millions of dollars. These cars serve as cultural heritage and are also a part of the history of automotive engineering. Nowadays, some car manufacturers produce expensive modern vehicles that amaze with their technical specifications. Talented, creative engineers and inventors have always worked on every car brand, regardless of the year of production. Their work is ultimately evaluated by drivers who derive pleasure from driving. In 2023, the Ferrari 250 GTO became the most expensive car ever sold at a public auction. The RM Sotheby's auction house sold the car to a collector for a record-breaking $51.7 million. The Italian company produced 37 units of this racing car between 1962 and 1964. The 250 in the car's name refers to the volume of one cylinder in cubic centimeters, resulting in a 3-liter 12-cylinder gasoline engine with 300 horsepower. The car features a manual transmission of the classic type, contributing to its high reliability. Originally designed for racing rather than comfort, it has a minimalist interior, lacking headrests, cup holders, and other conveniences. Over 6 years, starting in 1962, the Ferrari 250 GTO participated in 237 races of various levels, securing 56 overall victories and 80 class wins. Famous drivers such as Formula One racer Pedro Rodriguez and Mike Parks drove it in competitions. Over the years, this model has been owned by a renowned fashion designer, a racing driver, and even a leader of a drug cartel. The Mercedes-Benz W198300 SL was produced by Daimler-Benz AG from 1954 to 1963. This legendary car was sold at auction in 2022 for $6.8 million. Its design is distinguished by a long front hood, a result not of creative aesthetics, but of structural features. The elongated hood houses a 3.0-liter inline 6-cylinder engine. The car could reach speeds of up to 260 kilometers per hour, earning a reputation as a racing champion and making it the fastest production car of its time. Fuel consumption was 17 liters per 100 kilometers. The W198300 SL was quite low, with a small frontal area, enhancing its aerodynamic qualities, which were crucial for racing. The car was not only for personal use, but also participated in and won prizes at events like the Mille Miglia. The body was made of sheet steel, with the hood, trunk lid, dashboard, sills, and door panels crafted from aluminum. For its era, the interior was luxurious, and the dashboard and steering wheel exuded elegance. The rare Aston Martin DB5 is best known for its role in spy films featuring James Bond. Production of this model ceased in 1965. Over 2 years, 1,021 units were produced. The DB abbreviation stands for David Brown, the owner of Aston Martin, from 1947 to 1972. Although the company has a century-long history with many noteworthy moments, the DB5 became its most famous model. Beyond its unique rounded body shape, chrome trim details, and a massive grille, the DB5 boasted impressive technical characteristics. It had a top speed of 230 kilometers per hour and could accelerate to 100 kilometers per hour in 8 seconds. Remarkable for its time, the car featured rear-wheel drive, a manual transmission, front and rear coil spring suspension, and a reliable 282 horsepower gasoline engine. After the death of actor and producer Sean Connery, who portrayed James Bond, a DB5 in pristine condition from his collection was valued at $1.8 million by Broad Arrow Auctions in California. In 1965, Lamborghini's leading developers, Gianpaolo Dallara, Paolo Stanzani, and Bob Wallace, devoted their free time to designing the Lamborghini Miura. Thanks to its revolutionary design and striking eyelash details, the Miura became a sensation. This supercar was produced by Lamborghini from 1966 to 1973, with only 475 units made. The name Miura was derived from a Spanish farm known for breeding bulls for bullfighting. Few car models have transformed the automotive world like the Miura. The two-seater featured a V12 engine, and its stunning body shape set new standards for sports car design. At the time of its debut, it was the fastest production car in the world. The Miura could accelerate to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.7 seconds and reach a top speed of 280 kilometers per hour. A few years ago, a Miura was put up for sale in Italy for €3 million, not at auction, but via an auto sales website. The Bugatti Atlantic is considered one of the rarest collectible cars of all time, with only 4 units ever produced. In 1935, visitors to the Paris Motor Show saw one of the most unusual vehicles, the Bugatti Atlantic. This masterpiece was created by engineer and entrepreneur Ettore Bugatti, with significant input from his son, Jean Bugatti, a talented designer and test driver. Ettore and Jean focused on low-volume production, appealing to wealthy individuals who preferred the driver's seat over the passengers. The car's body was crafted from electron metal, a magnesium-aluminum alloy that was lightweight but highly flammable. To avoid welding, the body panels were joined with rivets. The coupe was powered by a 3.3-liter inline 8-cylinder engine, accelerating to 100 kilometers per hour in 10 seconds and achieving a top speed of 210 kilometers per hour. One Bugatti Atlantic has been in designer Ralph Lauren's collection since 1988, with the value of this model reaching as high as $40 million. In 1904, the British company Rolls-Royce produced 6 Rolls-Royce 15-horsepower automobiles. Today, this car is considered the second oldest surviving Rolls-Royce model and is housed in the Scottish Transport Museum. Its estimated value is at least £3.5 million, approximately $4.4 million. In the early 20th century, the Rolls-Royce 15 horsepower was introduced with a 3-cylinder engine, producing 15 horsepower and a 3-speed transmission. The car could reach a top speed of 63 kilometers per hour, a modest figure by today's standards, but impressive for 1904. The engine was powered by a proprietary carburetor with a falling fuel mixture system developed by Rolls-Royce. The rear-wheel drive vehicle featured spoked wooden wheels. At the time, the Rolls-Royce 15 horsepower represented a significant technical breakthrough and continues to captivate enthusiasts. Notable early owners included Captain Dundas, Countess Loudoun, and actor Douglas Dick. The Duesenberg SSJ was an American luxury car produced until 1935 in Indianapolis. The car's advertising claimed, "The only car that can outpace a Duesenberg is another Duesenberg, and only with the first owner's permission." This was proven true in 1935, when 2 Duesenberg SSJ units were built, surpassing all other Duesenberg models and outperforming any other brand of the time. The rare vehicle featured a 6.9-liter inline 8-cylinder engine with 400 horsepower, an impressive figure even by today's standards. In the 1930s, the SSJ reached a top speed of 225 kilometers per hour, a capability typically reserved for race cars, not civilian vehicles. Remarkably, it accelerated to 167 kilometers per hour in just 17 seconds, a feat unmatched by most cars of its era. Wealthy owners included Hollywood stars Gary Cooper and Clark Gable. In 2018, a Duesenberg SSJ sold for $22 million at auction. The large and luxurious Mercedes-Benz 540K Coupe was designed by German automotive engineer Friedrich Geiger, guided by three principles: more advanced, more luxurious, more expensive. Introduced at the 1936 Paris Motor Show, the Mercedes-Benz 540K was nicknamed the Road Cruiser for its combination of dynamic performance and speed, paired with elegant conservative styling. One of its notable owners was Jack Warner, an American producer, film mogul, and co-founder of Warner Brothers. The 540K featured a 180 horsepower engine and reached a top speed of 190 kilometers per hour. With a curb weight of 2,700 kilograms, its engineers addressed safety by equipping the car with vacuum hydraulic brakes that resisted overheating, ensuring effective stopping even at high speeds. A 5-speed manual transmission with synchronizers allowed smooth gear shifting. After World War II, Mercedes-Benz paused the production of luxury vehicles as Europe focused on rebuilding. However, in 2022, a vintage Mercedes-Benz 540K sold at auction in the United States for $9.9 million. After Italian racing driver Tassio Nuvolari won the 1931 Italian Grand Prix on the Monza circuit in an Alfa Romeo 8C2300, the two-seater car was given the Monza suffix. The debut race resulted in crashes for 2 cars due to tire issues. But these problems were resolved, and the car went on to win 50 races over 4 years. Initially developed exclusively for racing, the car's success prompted Alfa Romeo to sell it to wealthy clients. Between 1931 and 1934, 188 units of the Alfa Romeo 8C2300 Monza were produced. It was powered by an 8-cylinder engine delivering 142 horsepower. Preferred fuel for the car was Shell Dynamin, a blend of gasoline, benzol, ethanol, and castor oil. Today, the Alfa Romeo 8C2300 Monza remains a prized collectible. In 2010, one Monza was valued for auction at Pebble Beach at $6.5 to $8.5 million. The Lamborghini Veneno, sold for $6 million, holds the title of the most expensive car ever sold online. Only 4 units were produced, each priced at over 3 million euros. One was reserved for the Lamborghini Museum, while the other 3 were sold to private buyers. Engineers focused on optimizing stability during cornering and designing the car's body for superior aerodynamics. The Veneno is suitable for both racing circuits and public roads, meeting certification requirements. Its body is entirely made of carbon fiber and features numerous air intakes. The suspension is designed with racing cars in mind. powered by a 6.5-liter engine producing 750 horsepower. The supercar can reach a top speed of 355 kilometers per hour and accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3 seconds. The car's name honors an aggressive bull named Veneno, poison in Spanish, famous for fatally goring bullfighter José Sánchez Rodríguez in a 1914 bullfight in Sanlúcar de Barrameda. The Bugatti Divo pays tribute to Albert Divo, a skilled Franco-Italian driver and mechanic who triumphed in the perilous Targa Florio race in 1920, demonstrating his prowess on challenging tracks. The car is powered by a 16-cylinder engine producing 1,479 horsepower, equipped with 4 turbochargers. Paired with a 7-speed automated manual transmission, it accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2.4 seconds. The maximum speed is electronically limited to 380 kilometers per hour. Bugatti produced only 40 units of the Divo, all sold via pre-orders before they were available for general sale. Production of the supercars concluded in the summer of 2021. Unsurprisingly, such an exclusive car is owned by royalty. In 2022, a Bugatti Divo was spotted on the streets of Monte Carlo, owned by the Prince of Qatar. The car caused such a stir that the prince had to find a safer place to park, away from crowds of curious onlookers. Currently, the Divo is valued at $10 million, double its original manufacturer price, according to CarScoops. By 2015, for the filming of Fast and Furious 7, the Emirati company W Motors, founded in Lebanon in 2012, built 10 Lykan Hypersport coupes. 9 of these were destroyed during filming, leaving only 1 intact. The car's interior uses premium materials including carbon fiber, titanium, natural leather, and even precious stones. The first model was unveiled in 2013 in Monaco with a price tag of $3.5 million. Shortly after, W Motors announced a limited production of about 7 units per year. The first buyer of the Lykan Hypersport was a sheikh from Qatar. The car is powered by a 3.7-liter flat-six engine delivering 750 horsepower, enabling it to reach a top speed of 395 kilometers per hour. Creating custom cars in a private workshop is a creative process that also requires technical knowledge about vehicle construction. On the roads, one might encounter an exclusive Volga car. The entire structure, components, and systems of such a car are modified using parts from other car brands. The only indication that it is a Volga is its unique vehicle identification plate with the inscription Volga. Of course, crafting an original engine in a workshop without industrial equipment is impossible. However, an engine from another car brand, along with other components, can be adapted and installed on a Volga body. To operate such vehicles on public roads, it is necessary to conduct vehicle tests, similar to a technical inspection by the traffic police, and obtain a certificate confirming that the car complies with the required standards.